Or it'll say we will continue the transmission in the following way. Allow yourselves to relax. Focus your attention on the center of the holotope. You may begin with your music and patterns of light as we guide you across the bridge to 2013 and beyond. The holotope before you, circular, with a central point, becomes the focal point of all of your consciousness, existing in the here and the now, and only in the here and the now. All other concerns drift away. All other concerns drift away, fade away, dissolve. Focus only on the bridge, on the tunnel, on the pathway before you. You are standing in the center of this tunnel, infinitely stretching behind you, infinitely stretching ahead of you. All possibilities reside in this tunnel, in this bridge, on this path. This tunnel is full of many different experiences, many different doorways, many different choices, many different mirrors and reflections of all the different ways that you can choose to be. But the mirrors that will shine brightest, that will reflect brightest, are the ones that reflect the true light of your natural core vibration, your core being, who you truly are, the frequency of unconditional love of all that is from which you are made. Living light fills this tunnel, and all the reflections shine back to you to light your way, to guide you, to allow you to feel that you are made of light. Frequencies blending, cascading, rippling, overlapping, radiating from your central core out through the tunnel in all directions to what you call the past and what you call the future, even though those are all here and now. Allow yourselves to know that as you gaze upon this central point, a point that leads to infinity in this tunnel, you are gazing into the eye of all that is, into the mirror that reflects you as all that is. And you contain all probability, all possibility, all potential choices. Allow yourself to simply be in this tunnel that stretches before you with infinite possibility. Just be. Just be here. Just be now. And as you allow yourself to relax in the center of this infinite tunnel that stretches behind and before you, you begin to feel a vibration, a sensation, as the light reflected from all the mirrors that line the tunnel wall amplify and magnify and vibrate and scintillate and sparkle within you, and give life and light to the spark in the center, in the core of your consciousness. And you feel that vibration begin to build up. And as it builds up within you, as it amplifies, as it magnifies, you begin to vibrate higher and higher and higher, and higher frequencies begin to dominate until they burst forth in both directions, behind and before you, creating a line of continuity, an unbroken, infinite line of light, blazing, laser-like light, stretching out before you in whatever color you wish it to be, in all colors if you wish it to be, in invisible colors if you wish it to be. The light of your path, the light of your true self, guiding you unerringly, the compass needle pointing to infinity along your unique path, down your unique bridge and tunnel. Unerring, unwavering, constant, and indestructible. And as you now allow this light to pierce you through and through, you begin to feel yourself lifted upon this beam of light, floating in the center of this tunnel. And you begin to move down this tunnel, pierced by this line of light that passes through your solar plexus, the chakra of intention. And you are vibrating, pulsing, humming with energy. And you begin to accelerate and accelerate and accelerate and pick up speed more and more and more and more. But even as you begin to move faster and faster and faster down this tunnel, the sensation that envelops you is the sensation of floating in perfect stillness, as if you are not moving at all. And the sensation begins to transform, as if it is not you moving down the tunnel, but the tunnel moving past you. That you are floating perfectly still, yet moving at infinite speed. For moving at infinite speed is exactly identical to the sensation of being everywhere at once. And if you are everywhere at once, filling this tunnel from beginning to end, then you are standing perfectly still. And the tunnel collapses into you, and the light collapses into your being, and you just contain all of infinity, the entire bridge, the entire tunnel within your being, within, vibrating, spark, a burning star within your being that contains all you will ever need to be who and what you truly are, to express yourself in all ways that are truly representative, truly reflective of your true self. Let the vibrations course through you. Let them scintillate in you. Let them ripple throughout you. Feel the music of the light harmonizing within you, singing the eternal song of all that is, here and now, forever and ever, infinite, one and all and one. Knowing what you need to know, when you need to know it. Synchronistic downloads of information and energy, always being given to you, always being gifted to you by the higher mind and the source of all that is. And you, now becoming aligned with a higher frequency to allow yourself to become a perfectly receiving antenna of light and love and knowingness, in perfect balance and perfect harmony with your higher mind and all that is. Breathe deep and let it out. Breathe deep and let it out. Breathe deep and let it out. And feel harmonization throughout your being. You are the essence of all that is, the seed of eternity. You are everywhere, every when, here and now. You are the very experience of life and existence itself. You are a flower blossoming forth and shining upon yourself and growing towards the light of your own being, opening, expanding, fulfilling and fulfilled in beauty and balance and peace and love. Breathe it in and make it your own. Allow it to rearrange any pathways within your being in whatever way will allow you to become more conductive of this light and accelerate this bridge through yourself at whatever speed, at whatever rate is comfortable for you, to recognize the shift, the awareness of the infinite shift at whatever rate translates best for you, and to know that it is always there for you to access. It is always in you, within you, up to you, made of you. It is you. You are the light, you are the love, and it shines forth from within and is reflected back by the higher mind mirror as an eternal guide of unerring quality and unerring precision. You are the path you're on, and you cannot be off yourself. Be at peace, be at ease. Dive into the wonderment of creation. Explore and fear not, for all you will ever discover in the unknown is more of who you are, for that is all there is. One and all and one. And every choice shall be in the service of the best for all. Take a deep breath in and make it your own. And know that 2013 and all the orbits beyond are all manifest here and now in multiple parallel realities, and you shall shift through the series of those that is most you. Unerringly, the maps are all within you. The conversations are all within you. Straighten your question marks into exclamation points, and you shall know what you need to know when you need to know it. Trust the timing of your lives. Trust the unfolding of your lives. Whether you know it or not, you know what you're doing. Be at peace. Be at ease. Be one with all that is. Take a deep breath in and make it your own. Crystallize, catalyze, and allow your imagination to be your guide. Soften your music, soften your lights, and slowly and effortlessly and joyfully shift in to the reality now that is most you, and know that that frequency is forever within you, and that you may project it forever without you. For the mirror is perfectly polished and shows you exactly what you need to see. Every moment of existence is a perfect reflection, a perfect orchestration, a perfect experience of you from a different point of view. Take a deep breath in and relax. Let go and let in that which you are. You are the dream and the dreamer. Awaken within yourself and know that you are the dream and all the dreams to come. And we will dream together with you. Soften now your music and your lights, and slowly at a pace that is comfortable for you, awaken into your new reality that we share with you. Our unconditional love to you all. Sweet dreams and good night.
All right, now, sir, how are you all this evening of your time as you create time to exist? Allow us to begin with the understanding of connections, linkages, and control. If you wish, that is your entitlement. In recently speaking with a member of your society, we did pull forth out of our interaction the recognition that we can now find of great, perhaps, benefit in sharing at this time with you, of the idea of the degree to which you have control over the linkages and connections of every circumstance and situation in your life to every other circumstance and situation in life itself. And by drawing what you may call a mechanical analogy, it may assist in forming a picture in your mentality that is most conducive to a complete and simple fundamental understanding of the way in which the mechanism works that allows you to know you are in control, and that all circumstances are linked and connected to all other circumstances, an idea I have discussed many times with you. But perhaps the simplicity of this mechanical analogy will further illuminate the idea. Imagine, if you will, that each and every circumstance, situation, relationship, an event in your life is like what you call a wheel before you. A gear, if you wish. And let us say you have many such gears poking into your particular sphere of influence, your particular immediate reality. These gears can be seen to be opportunities or circumstances that are going on in your life, ideas that you are aware of that exist in your reality, that you can act upon, can do something about, if you wish, if you prefer to. Now envision that while you may have your own bubble of reality, and these gears may be poking through the skin of that bubble to you, that they are connected to a rod, a shaft, if you will. And that these rods, these shafts, in proceeding through the skin of your bubble, to the outside of your bubble, into other reality bubbles, all the potential circumstances and situations that there can be in all levels of dimensional reality, they also, on the other end of that shaft, have a gear, a corresponding gear, like the one that is in your Bible. Now recognize that these gears are connected to other gears, which are connected to shafts, which are connected to other gears, in many, in fact all, different directions and planes of existence. So simply recognize that when you turn any of the gears in your bubble, all the other gears are turning. Now, even though this may not be literal in terms of a mechanical structure, it is literal in terms of the effect being the same as if it were a literal mechanical structure. When you turn any gear, any situation, any opportunity in any direction that exists within your bubble, you move all other gears. Now, some of those gears in your terms may be bigger, some may be smaller, so some may move more infinitesimally than others, some may move greatly. But you move them all nonetheless. So recognize what this means to you. You do not have to go far and wide searching for the way to control those outside gears. Searching and searching for years to gain control over gears in that sense which you believe are so very far removed from your immediate reality. You do not have to go searching because you are already in control of them. All the gears, all the situations that poke into your sphere already connects you to all those other gears. Turn them any way you wish, it will turn all the other gears. Now, many of you may then find that by this analogy, what will allow you to understand that as you move, polarity is balanced always throughout the universe by everything that you do, is once again to understand this as a mechanical analogy. For if you have a gear on your end of the shaft and a gear on the other end of the shaft, if you, to your perception in facing the gear, turn it, let us say, 1/4 turn to the right, recognize that the other hypothetical individual on the other end will see that gear turn a 1/4 turn to their left. You understand the perspective? As such, they are moving the same way, but from one perspective they are turning to your right, and from the other perspective they are turning to your left. This is a mechanical analogy of why balance is maintained in the universe, because everything is connected. Literally. So as you make any change in the format that is indicative of your immediate reality, there must be changes in the formats of all other realities, to maintain the balance of the changes you have made. It must be so. Even though, as we have said, this is not necessarily a literal blueprint of the structure of the physical universe, in effect, it is literal. Because you get the same effect as if it were truly, literally, a mechanical structure in that analogy. So simply recognize, therefore, that you have all the controls right there within your bubble. The circumstances that make themselves obvious to you are your gears to move around. And you can then know that by simply turning those gears, because of the linkages and the connections to all other gears, you, from being just right where you are, affect the entire universe. You have an impact on all the way the rest of the universe shapes itself to be. That is also why you have the best control, I shall use your term best for now, the best control when you remain in the present, where all of your control gears are. When you go outside that sphere, looking in the past, looking in the future, looking hither, thither, as you say, and yon, then you are ignoring the fact that within your own bubble, I shall say, of reality, all the control mechanisms are present and at hand, literally. And they are simply the opportunities themselves that present themselves to you in that reality, the ones that represent the things that excite you the most, as we have discussed with you many times. Those are the control gears. And when you act upon them, when you turn them in the direction you prefer, positive, negative, right, left, if you wish, that determines utterly the balance that is created in the remainder, so to speak, of the universe, in the reflection of the universe. For the reflection that is out there are all the other gears that must, by definition, respond to the turn of your gear. So what you do determines the feedback you create, the circumstances you create, the environment you create in the reality around you, because you are turning the gear. It is that simple. Keep it that simple. This simple mechanical analogy will allow you to understand that you have infinite control from right where you are to what you perceive to be the infinite reaches of the universe. For none of that is really, in your terms, truly out there. It is all right here. You have pushed the illusion out there to make it seem as if you are operating within space, a volume of space. But that is simply the illusion of this particular physical universe. It is all right here. And in a sense, truly, it is all one gear with two sides. So you can recognize the analogy is exactly the same if you remove the linkage and simply allow that far gear to simply be the other side of the gear you have your hand on. You get the same effect. Turn to the right, somebody standing on the other side still sees it turning to the left. It is the same gear. Truly, it is the same gear. Allow yourselves to know you are in the driver's seat. You have all the controls right at home. Here, now, in the present. We thank you. Briefly, and for a moment specifically, wizard.
Yes.
Strawberry, no.
Okay.
This is a specific connotation, even though you are all wizards.
Here.
The stars, during that convocation, will be sending specific crystalline vibrations, crystalline patterns of energy that can be interpreted and channeled through those beings in that place at that timing for the laying down of a crystalline sheath, a crystalline cover, a crystalline pattern, a crystalline blanket, if you will. It will be the taking of the heaven template, the laying upon it upon the pliable land of your earth in that area, to allow the pliable land of that earth in your area to form and match the crystalline template of the stars of the heavens. You follow me?
Yes.
Transmit that idea, for now that will be sufficient.
Thank you.
Thank you. At this timing, we extend our appreciation once again, always and forever, most deeply to each and every one of you individually and collectively, for allowing us to experience this gift of your willingness and your interaction, this gift of your consciousness,